Nowhere to Run.
When I first listened to it today, I listened to it twice. The first half of it, I thought this is garbage. And
When it breaks, though.
but it gets into this groove.
Yeah, it changes. It's like the change in the middle. It's like, oh.
And it hits.
And then when you go back to listen to the start of it, you're like, the start of it's all right.
Yeah, exactly. Once you have the reference of where they're going, the beginning makes sense.
Because it's a long enough. It's
like 6.5.
You're thinking, lads, don't be doing this for 6 minutes now.
No,
but the second half of it, and it's so big. The song is
huge.
The brass section and all. It sounds like it cost a fucking bomb to make this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I don't really know what the rest of the album is intricate as this.
The album, the best of McAlpin the Puller.
Yeah, it's the sound of.
I think there's only two.
There's only two albums.
Yeah. 1995. This is their big single.
To be honest with you, it stands up with like the Supremes and Gladys Knight and the Pips. If you as a single,
by the end,
if you were to stick that on a soundtrack with them, it would.
Yeah.
Because he does sound quite effeminate. That's not a bad thing.
I thought it was a girl.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Apparently, he's got like a 3-octave range or something. I think.
He's got a massive range.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was a girl.
Jesus, like is he doing all the backing vocals as well? Because loads of mad stuff happening in the background. I presume he's doing that as well because he can.
Yeah, he started a band.
Would you hire backing singles for the studio if you could do them as well?
Do it, no. Ray Charles the shit out of it, like. Listen to it, and at the start I thought, because it's a Rough Trade album, and I thought this is proof that because I always thought Rough Trade one of those impeccable labels. At that age anyway, I thought maybe Rough Trade, like, it's hard to piss on any of the stuff they put out. But I thought, when I heard it, I was like, fuck this, the beginning and the end of Rough Trade. That's why they kind of disappeared for a while. And then by the end of it, I was like, fucking someone Rough Trade has good ears, lad. They twigged it. They didn't buy this because of Suede. They bought this because it's good.
Yeah.
You know? And like I said, I never heard of them, honestly.
It's a ballsy move because you can't really plug it to the Thieves fans, or you can't plug it to Suede fans.
No.
Well, you can. But
English soul music?
But not you know what I mean? They'd have to change.
Yeah. English
what
soul
they
music,
coming
what
out of it,
the actual fuck, like, you know. And I know it's been attempted before, and it's obviously sounds like pub rock to me.
Yeah.
But this actually sounds like
by
music.
the end of it, you're like, that is real good.
Yeah, bananas.
I'm glad that Kim or Matt put it in.
I don't know who it was.
Matt put it in. We did Kim's songs last time. Matt put it in, and I'm glad he did, because I wouldn't have really given McAlpin the Butler too much of a go, because of like if it took me this long to get into Suede, then yeah.
Yeah. Right. What's next?
Next is that other side of.
The Kings of Nothing.
of Nothing.
The Other Side of Hope. This is not your bag at all, is it?
Not this song. I like his voice, though.
That's so good.
It's a great voice. It's like a Tom Waitsy kind of fucking...
Alright, so I have some cool stories. I was on the same record label as these guys. I actually officially still am, even though they don't exist.
But you're not now going to Hawaii, so...
Huh?
You can't tour Hawaii. Your
that
was
Geffen. This is
now we have to put the last podcast up before this for that to make any sense.
These guys by the end run a record label called Sailor's Grave record, which is what one of my bands were on in the States. So I don't think this is the greatest example of their work. No. This is fine. It's not super. They have so many better songs than this. This is not terrible. This would be almost one of their kind of ballady,
right?
Kind of. This is like a whiskey drinking kind of song.
It does sound very whiskey infused.
So the Kings of Nothing were an 8-piece band, and they kind of mixed 50s R&B, big band, punk, and whatever the fuck they could get their hands on. So the singer was a guy called Thor Skog, and I assume he was Norwegian or Swedish of some description.
Could be like Rocky Erickson.
I'm not sure.
He's not actually, but he has
maybe what his parents were.
Exactly.
It's hard to get information on Thor, to be honest with you. Now, the story is quite tragic. So, Thor is dead. Thor had a hard life.
DMX hard?
Harder. Harder. Thor was like a fucking drug addict, alcoholic. And what he used to do is he would have massive periods of homelessness. So if they had a tour coming up, they would have to go and try and find Thor. So they wouldn't go looking at his friends' houses. They'd go looking down lanes and alleyways where he'd be sleeping rough. So they'd go and find Thor, grab him, bring him back to the house, try and clean him out for a week or two before they got on a plane and went on
But
a tour.
not before that.
Yeah, they just leave him, to be honest with you. That was 8 people.
They could have done a night a week with him. And then one...
To be honest with you, I don't think he wanted any fucking help.
Yeah, well, listen, this is just me. Yeah, of course.
They'd pull him out
he
of
could
a
be an
cardboard box.
absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know what he was like personally. We were supposed to do gigs with them years ago, and it never really worked out. But they were banned from playing Europe after they done, I think, one or two European tours. The first one was a bit rough. The second one, they got banned essentially from Europe, where they burnt down a venue, I think, in Italy. They were banned from hundreds of venues in the States for setting fire to them. Basically what they used to do is part of their rider was they had to have real pianos. So like this is very, very much kind of piano and brass driven music. There's guitars in it, but it's not guitar punky. This is very much that 50s R&B big band sound. So they had to have full pianos. There couldn't be a keyboard. Had to be a full piano. So the venue would have to rent in a piano for them. And part of the gig was they'd throw lighter fluid on it and set it on fire for the last song. And if they timed it wrong, it wouldn't be the lighter fluid going up. It would be the fucking piano would go up. And it's hard to put out a piano once they start catching flames. So they burnt down a venue in Italy. Therefore, I think all their visas and stuff were revoked and they weren't able to do stuff.
Jesus.
But again, you're dealing with a load of absolute retrobates. It wasn't just her. Like a load of the lads in this band were rough as a badger's arse. Rough as the north end of a southwards pointing badger is what they would have been. So, the band themselves I got into while Thor was well alive, like first, second album, because it was so different. There's nothing like this. This is Tom Waits on fucking steroids and speed. Very, very different. There's
Sounds
nothing
like
like
a mid-2000s poster.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like Speed on Speed. It's like Speed on The Matrix.
Yeah. So Thor, unfortunately, a singer, he went missing. And
Did he go missing though?
Missing.
Oh, missing.
Yeah, he went proper, disappeared. And I think within maybe a week of them looking for him, they found his truck parked at a shop. And when the door was open and they found a letter inside. Of course, you know, where the story ends. So his body was found at the bottom of a gulch. He
Killed himself?
Yeah, he jumped off a bridge.
Jesus.
Not in the water. Not the land.
Oh.
He was found at the bottom of a fucking field. He jumped off a joint motorway overpass. He parked up at some little shop, walked a mile or two down the road, and jumped off a bridge into the ground. And that was the end of fucking tour. So they have their last album was called I think Bad Habits Die Hard or Old Habits Died Hard, and it's fucking incredible.
He's presumably on all the tracks.
He is on all the tracks he recorded before. Their last two albums were recorded in tandem. And what happened was they released the second last album, and then he kind of went missing, and nobody knew what was going on. And then the album that was recorded in tandem with that one, which is the Old Habits Die Hard, that one, which turned out to be the last album, that was released not posthumously. It was released not long before he died, but it was kind of this forgotten album almost.
Yeah,
where they'd recorded enough material for loads of albums. And the band decided, you know what, this is actually good enough. Let's do it. And it's better than War for it. It's fucking super. It's an album called Fight Songs for Fuck Ups. It's very, very good. And that last one, Old Habits Die Hard. They're the ones I'd recommend. If this song elicits any sort of response in your brain, go onto Spotify and look up Kings of Nothing. They have some bananas good stuff.
Thanks for that recommendation, Martin.
Yeah, that's from Astro. Good old Astro, Martin. Right, what's next?
Sabaton. Oh. Sabaton. 40-1. Here's the thing, I always thought Sabaton were German.
Me too, until
I was
3 hours ago.
Until I was looking at the lyrics, or listening to the lyrics going, hang on.
Yeah.
They can't be German if they're singing these lyrics about the Polish army giving up to the Third Reich or whatever.
And they still shouldn't be, because they're Swedish.
Yeah, Swedish.
Swedish fucking power metal band.
This is basically this week's Diggy Diggy Hole.
Yeah.
That's what the song is about.
Digging a hole.
Here's the thing about Sabaton. I think it's easier to just watch a World War I or II documentary without putting yourself through listening to Sabaton. But that's just me.
Yeah, this is just music for fucking like super metalers who don't like Vikings, really.
Yeah, if they had enough of Vikings, they
this
can
music
go
only
Sabaton.
works with Vikings. I don't care.
Well, you think about it, right? There's people who have like you've got the Diggy Diggy Hole, Windrose, they've got their dwarves covered.
Mortal Hammer or whatever.
You've got Ailstorm, they've got the pirates covered. Yeah. You've got that Glory Hammer have the space Marines or whatever covered. These presumably have just World War.
Just humans
there's
covered.
it's just baddies.
Actual they have
war.
the baddies covered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they're not the baddies, are they?
I don't know this thing about the baddies, the goodies. I don't know. This is the first Sabaton song I've actually struggled through, like fully. I've listened to loads of Sabaton, but I always turned it off.
Did you get to the bit with the choir? It was really good.
Yes.
Deadly.
That's the only bit.
It's so good. And now suddenly your man starts singing again.
Shut up, you fucking half-fat cunt. Because he's fucking
Half-fat?
He is, that skinny fat cunt. He's fucking... You can't be wearing battle armour and have fucking weight hanging off you. You have to be hench. You have to be hench as fuck.
Skinny fat.
He is skinny. He's mad looking, the prick. He's mad looking. Like...
Listen, Sabaton are fucking huge. They
They're
are
so
massive.
big. I'll tell you what, I went to see them for half an hour across the road when they played in Vicar Street.
They bring one of their tanks. They got a new tank. Apparently they got a new tank.
Yeah. The stage is savage.
Oh, the setup was incredible.
Like that's better than the music. You know what I mean? If Sabaton were in charge of the stage layouts, they'd be killing it.
Yeah, but at
the
same time, if they chew one of those 80 styrofoam planes across the stage, that'd be better than the music.
With a little fan in the front.
That'd be better than the music for me.
Savagery.
They don't like tearing into Sabaton because there's a huge crowd for them. They like them, and they do it. Like if someone stuck them on, I reckon I could make it through about 2 or 3 songs before I go. No, but
here's the problem.
It's not the worst.
Here's the problem. All their songs are the exact same.
Of course, yeah.
Right now, that's not just Sabaton. That is all power metal. All power metal songs are the exact same. What they do is they have a string section that plays behind the guitars that just creates this weird sound that doesn't sound like a string section or a guitar, but it makes everything sound super fucking epic, like the Balrog is chasing.
And they have to have it on point with the riff stabs.
Exactly, right?
Now, in theory, I should love that.
Yeah, but not when it's just that's 40 minutes of that for an album forever. Yeah. So this is the issue with all fucking power metal is that they all follow the exact same formula.
And when you go and see them live, you do get hit with that instantly.
But they don't have a string section; they just have some prick with a keyboard.
Of course they do. But they're taking it from they're all taking it really from Iron Maiden in a way. I think in terms of the stage show and the epicness of
it. Are Boltrower power metal? They have a degree of it. I mean, that's Warhammer 40k based metal.
Yeah, but they're
this
good.
Is World War II.
Boltrower are deadly though.
I'm not mad in the Boltrower.
Well, like I say, they're deadly. I can listen to them way more than I can listen to them.
I'd listen to them more than
and they've a few actually solid albums as opposed to just big songs.
Anyway, let's move on because this is fucking like...
People love Sabaton, don't get me wrong. You might like them. Cool.
Yeah. You actually hitting a bit I have a note about that kind of operatic middle eight, that full orchestra
I like that bit.
It's super.
Really good.
It's super. I know there's a big difference between operatic and like classical, but...
Yeah,
let's go with it. Orchestral and classical.
Number 6 is Steve Monite, or is it Money?
I would say Monite.
This is sent in by Rory. The song is Only You from 1984. Love it. Absolutely love this song. I have a little kind of weird love for Nigerian 70s, 80s funk because it's so... You know the way there's been sort of countries like Cambodia that did surf rock a little bit later than surf rock, and they put their own kind of spin on it. I find the same with Nigerian funk because I listen to William Onibior, and he's fucking fantastic. Absolutely, this is another one that David Bourne would have found like sort of hidden albums from. But this at the time, I think I don't know how big it was, but I know that as soon as Frank Ocean covered it, it got huge.
But this to me sounds like proto Les Rhythms Digitales. It has that kind of, they call it Afro Boogie, and it has this. The instrumentation in it is mental. There's loads going on.
Because it's synthesized stuff with real instruments, and I love that.
But like the way they use all of it, they don't find a big hook and stick to it. Like loads of different instruments. Jesus Christ, loads of different instruments.
How's that drink working out for
you? Loads of different instruments are doing different things to create the main riff. Yeah, that's what makes it interesting.
Same with Sledgehammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever try and just cover Sledgehammer on one single instrument? No.
Did you hear this, the porno middle eight in this? Where he couldn't go too porno?
He couldn't go too porno.
It's him just shouting fucking take it, right? Take it, take it, take it. But like hidden in the mix is a word going, oh yeah, yeah. Oh God, yeah. But it's real low. It's real low. I said to her, you don't know what you can do. Take it, take it. And it goes on for fucking the full 8 bars. It's fucking in there. The whole middle 8 is him hiding the fact he's meant to be just smashing some board. It's fucking mental.
But it's kind of a nice song because it's called Only You, so clearly monogamous.
Only you can take it.
Steve Monogamous.
Steve Monogamous. This has to have been sampled by like Grandmaster Flash or something. Has to be. It has that real...
I didn't find anything like that.
I couldn't find anything. I found it was covered by Tame Impala.
Yeah.
And fuck them.
Yeah, I'm not a big Tame Impala. They're fine.
No one is.
You know what?
They can't. It's garbage.
Well, it's not bad. It's just nothingness.
It is.
It's like a sparrow's fart.
It's an ad.
It's like a sparrow's fart. It's in the air. It's there.
It's just ads for like Samsung televisions.
Oh, they're absolute festival armband music.
That's all it is.
Yeah, wristband music.
Full on.
Yeah.
He was playing now. Tame Impala Grand.
Oh, yeah.
be fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll just listen to my phone ringing instead.
Grand. Yeah,
it's
whatever.
the same fucking whatever. But this, to me...
Vodafone Festival.
Yeah, big time. Free festivals in Cork. This sounds like this has that real 80s New York fucking hip-hop flavour.